friends, myself Dr. RPS Chauhan, Professor and Head, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at IMS Engineering College, Ghaziabad, affiliated to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. I am here to deliver a lecture of subject microprocessor and microcontroller. Today in my lecture, I am going to discuss timing diagram of 8085 microprocessor. So, in 8085 microprocessor, we have various machine cycle. These machine cycles are opcode fetch machine cycle, memory read machine cycle, memory write machine cycle, input output read and write machine cycle. So, these are the main basics machine cycle which is generally used during the execution of each instruction. The first machine cycle, that is the opcode fetch machine cycle. This is the first machine cycle of each and every instruction. This machine cycle is executed to decode the operation code from the memory. Microprocessor will execute this opcode fetch machine cycle to decode the operation code of each and every instruction. That is why this is the first machine cycle which is needed by microprocessor during the execution of the instruction. So, this machine cycle generally required 4 T state for the opcode fetch operation. So, up to T1 to T3 T states, microprocessor will fetches the operation code from the memory and it passes to this operation code to the instruction decoder register. During the T4 T state of opcode fetch machine cycle, microprocessor will decode the operation code and understand which operation is required to perform. So, generally in opcode fetch machine cycle, it required the 4 T state to fetch the operation code, but in some instruction, that is INX RP, DCX RP, PCHL, SPHLs require the 6 T states during the execution of opcode fetch machine cycle. So, these are the instruction, that is INX RP, DCX RP. RP means this is nothing but the register pair. So, whenever we use INX RP, DCX RP, we use register pair, that is BC register pair, D register pair and HL register pair. Then SPHL and PCHL instructions, it requires 6 T state, means additional T state, that is T5 and T6 T state to complete the execution of instruction. These instructions are the 1 byte instruction operated on 16 bit operand. That is why it requires 6 T state in the opcode fetch machine cycle. So, let us see the opcode fetch machine cycle. Generally, the opcode fetch machine cycle will have T1, T2, T3 and T4 T state in the opcode fetch machine cycle. So, the first job is that to fetch the operation code. So, we required the memory address. So, address is carried by A0 to A15 address line of microprocessor. A0 to A15 address line of the microprocessor. So, here A8 to A15 address line will carry the high order address, memory address, and the low order address, that is carried by A0 to A7 address line of microprocessor. So, A0 to A7 address lines are used to carry the low order address. So, this way the processor will carry the total 16 bit address, but it is called the memory address in line A0 to A15. So, during the T1 T state, microprocessor will generate active high ALE signal, that is A address latch enable signal. This address latch enable signal will enable the latch. When the microprocessor enable the latch with the help of ALE signal, the latch will hold the low order address during the T1 T state, and after T1 T state, the ALE signal is changes its state from logic 1 to logic 0 and the latch is disabled. So, same line, that is the lines will carry to, these lines are used to carry the data on D0 to D7, the data lines. The status signal, that is for opcode fetch machine cycle, is the input output of memory is 0. This is the memory related operation. S0 and S1 both are 1, this is the opcode fetch operation. So, for opcode fetch operation, the status signals are input output or memory is equals to 0, both S0 and S1 are 1. So, it is a opcode fetch operation. During the T2 to T3 T state, to fetch the operation code, the processor will generate active low read control signal. This read control signal will enable the memory. Once the memory is enabled, then the processor will fetch the operation code with the help of the data bus, that is D0 to D7, and passes this operation code to the instruction register and from instruction register to instruction decoder. So, up to T3 T state, T1, T2, T3 T state, up to T1 to T3 T state, microprocessor will passes the operation code to instruction operation code from memory to instruction decoder register, and during the T4 T state microprocessor will decode the operation code and understand that what operation is required to perform, which registers are involved, and how much machine cycles are required to execute the instruction. So, this is the opcode fetch machine cycle. Next is the memory read machine cycle. In T1 T state microprocessor places the address which is 16-bit memory address, which is 16-bit with the help of the address line from this program counter, stack pointer on the general purpose register pair, and generate ALE signal to demultiplex the multiplex address and data bus, and with the help of the address bus A0 to A15 the processor will carry the 16-bit memory address, and the status signal, that is input output or memory, S1 is equals to 1 and S0 is equals to 0. So, it will indicate that it is a memory read operation. So, for memory read operation we require the machine cycle which is called memory read machine cycle. To perform memory read operation, the processor required to execute memory read machine cycle. The status on this status signal is input output or memory is equals to 0, S1 is equals to 1 and S0 is equals to 0. In T2 T state microprocessor will generate read control signal which is active low to enable the memory device. Once the memory device is enabled, then only the processor will read the data from the memory, and at T3 T state of the machine cycle, at T3 T state read signal will changes from logic 0 to logic 1, it will disable the memory device. So, this is the step of operation performed by the microprocessor during T1, T2 and T3 T state, which can be represented graphically with the help of the timing diagram of memory read machine cycle. So, this is the memory read machine cycle. So, this memory read machine cycle will have 3 T state, that is T1, T2 and T3 T state. So, during the T1 T state, the first microprocessor will generate the ALE signal. ALE signal is used to latch the low order address on the low order address line, that is A0 to A7. So, when ALE signal is generated by the microprocessor, the latch is enabled. Once the latch is enabled, it will hold or it will latch the low order address on the address line A0 to A7. So, with the help of A0 to A15 address line, the processor will carry the 16-bit address of memory, and the status signal, that is input output memory S1 S0 is used to indicate the memory read operation. So, input output or memory is equals to 0, it is memory read or memory related operation. When S1 is equals to 1 and S0 is equals to 0, this status signal will indicate that this is the read operation, that is called memory read operation. During T2 T state, the read signal is changes its state from logic 1 to logic 0 to enable the memory device, and at T3 T state the signal again changes from logic 0 to logic 1 to disable the memory device. So, this is the timing diagram of memory read machine cycle. Next is memory write machine cycle. In T1 T state, microprocessor places the 16-bit address from the program counter, stack pointer and the general purpose register pair. Simultaneously, it will generate the address latch enable signal and the status signal, that is input output or memory is equals to 0, S1 is equals to 0 and S1 is and S0 is equals to 1 for memory write machine cycle. To perform the memory write operation, the microprocessor will generate write control signal which is active low during the T2 T state of the machine cycle. With the help of write control signal, microprocessor will enable the memory device. Once the memory is enabled, then the processor will write the information into the memory device. So, during T3 T state, the processor will changes the state, the write control signal is changes from logic 0 to logic 1 and it will disable the memory device. So, this is the various operation performed by the microprocessor during T1, T2 and T3 state during the memory write machine cycle. So, this is the timing diagram of memory write machine cycle. So, this memory write machine cycle again required 3 T state, that is T1, T2 and T3 T states. So, these T3 T states, up to this T3 T state, the processor will complete the execution, that is nothing but the memory write machine cycle. So, at T1 T state, the processor will first generate the ALE signal. With the help of ALE signal, it will enable the latch. Once the latch is enabled, it will hold the low order address on A0 to A7 address line. With the help of A0 to A15 16-bit address line, processor will carry the 16-bit address for the memory. the status signal generated by the microprocessor for memory write operation, that is input output on memory is equals to 0, S1 is equals to 0 and S0 is equals to 1. This is called the memory write machine cycle. During the T2 T state of the machine cycle, the processor will generate active low control signal to enable the memory device, and this write control signal that is again changes its state from logic 0 to logic 1. So, it will disable the memory device. So, this is the machine cycle for memory write operation. Next is the input output read machine cycle. So, in input output read machine cycle, again the address is placed to the address bus from the program counter, register pair, stack pointer. So, here the status signal which is generated for the input output read operation, because it is input output related operation. So, this is the changes input output on memory is equals to 1. So, it indicates that it is an input output related operation. Again it is input output read machine cycle. So, S1 is equals to 1, S0 is equals to 0 for input output read machine cycle. In T2 T state, microprocessor send read active low signal to enable the input output device. During T3 T state, microprocessor loads the data from the data bus to specify the register to specified register and rises the read high signal, read high, or we can say that it will changes this status of the read signal from logic 0 to logic 1 to disable the input output device. The timing diagram of input output read machine cycle. So, it requires again T3 T state, T1 T2 T3 T states. So, during the T1 T state, microprocessor will generate ALE signal to enable the latch with the help of the address line, that is A0 to A15. The processor will carry the 16-bit address. During T2 T state, the processor will generate the active low read control signal to perform the read operation from the input output device, and this read control signal is changes from its state from logic 0 to logic 1 at T3 T state. The status signal for input output read operation is, since it is input output related operation. So, input output or memory is equals to 1, S1 is equals to 1, S0 is equals to 0 for input output read operation. Next machine cycle, that is nothing but input output write machine cycle. So, in input output write machine cycle, the status signal is input output or memory is equals to 1, S1 is equals to 0 and S0 is equals to 1 for input output write machine cycle. At T1 T state, processor will generate ALE signal and it will places the 16-bit address from the program counter, stack pointer register and the general purpose register. In T2 T state of the input output write machine cycle, the processor will generate active low write control signal to enable the input output device, and this active low write control signal will change from its state from logic 0 to logic 1 at T3 T state. The input output write machine cycle is shown in this figure. It consists 3 T state, that is T1, T2 and T3 T state. During the T1 T state, first microprocessor will generate ALE signal to enable the latch. Once the latch is enabled, it will hold the low order address on the low order address bus, that is A0 to A7. With the help of 16-bit address A0 to A15, processor will carry the 16-bit address, and to enable the input output devices connected with the microprocessor for write operation, the processor will generate active low write control signal during the T2 state. This signal will changes from logic 0 to logic 1 at T3 T state. The status signal for input output write operation, that is input output or memory is equals to 1, S1 is equals to 0 and S0 is equals to 1. So, with the help of the status signal, the processor will identify that the processor is required to perform the input output write operation, and for this input output write operation, processor will execute input output write machine cycle, which consists 3 T state, that is T1, T2 and T3 T state. So, let us see the timing diagram of the instruction MVI A, 30H. So, before that we have seen this the basic timing diagram, that is opcode fetch, memory read, memory write, input output read and input output write machine cycle. Now, let us see the timing diagram for the instruction MVI A 30H. So, this instruction is a 2 byte long instruction, or we can say that the instruction is of 2 byte. So, the first byte is for the opcode of this instruction, and the second byte is for the 8-bit data. For the 8-bit data, the another byte is required. So, total it is a 2 byte long instruction. So, processor will require 2 consecutive memory location to load the instruction, that is MVI A, 30H. So, let us see, this instruction is at the operation code of this instruction is present in the memory location. So, this is the memory, and at memory location 2000H, the operation code of this instruction is present, and at location 2001H, the data is present, which is 8-bit. So, operation code of this instruction is nothing but 3EH. 3EH is nothing but the operation code of this instruction, that is MVI A. So, whenever microprocessor will decode this instruction 3E, it will understand that processor will perform move immediate operation. The data which is specified with the instruction is 30H 8-bit data, and the processor will immediately move this 8-bit data into the accumulator. So, MVI A, for MVI A the operation code is 3E, which is present in memory location 2000H, and at memory location 2001H the data which is 8-bit is nothing but 30H. So, at memory location 2001H the data is 30H. So, naturally the 2 consecutive memory locations are required because it is 2 byte long instruction. The first memory location is used for the operation code, and second memory location, that is 2001H, is for the 8-bit data, which is 30H in this particular case. So, to execute this instruction MVI A, 30H, microprocessor required 2 machine cycle. The first machine cycle is the opcode fetch machine cycle, and the second machine cycle is the memory read machine cycle to read the data, which is nothing but 30H from the memory location having address 2001H. So, if we see the first machine cycle, that is nothing but the opcode fetch machine cycle. So, during the T1 T state of this opcode fetch machine cycle, the first job of this microprocessor to generate the ALE signal, that is address latch enable signal. With the help of ALE signal, microprocessor will enable the latch, which is nothing but IC 74373, IC 74LS373, this is the latch IC. So, this IC is enabled with the help of ALE signal. When the latch is enabled, then the processor will hold the low order address on the low order address, that is A0 to A7. So, see, this is the address, that is 2000H. So, this 20 is nothing but the high 8-bit address of the 16-bit address memory address, which is at A8 to A15, and the low order, that is 00, which is in the carried by the low order address line. So, with the help of this 16-bit address line, the processor will carry the 16-bit address, that is 2000H, where the operation code is present. Then the next memory location. So, the memory read machine cycle is used for to read the data from the memory location having address 2001H. So, with the help of this 16-bit address line A0 to A7, the next memory location address, that is 2001H, is carried by the microprocessor with the help of A0 to A15 address line. So, these address are used to, this address is used to read the data from the memory. So, at this memory location 2001H, the data is 30H. So, this 30H data is present in this particular memory location. So, this is the meaning of that, the 2 memory location having address 2000H. At 2000H we have the operation code, at memory location 2001H we have the 8-bit data, which is 30H. So, for opcode fetch machine cycle, the status on this status signal is input output on memory is equals to 0, because it is a memory related operation. Processor will fetches the operation code from the memory. Both the status signal S0 S1 both are 1 for opcode fetch operation. For memory read operation, again it is memory related operation. In status on input output on memory is 0 for memory related operation. S1 is equals to 1 and S0 is equals to 0. It indicates that it is a memory read operation. So, at T2 T state, the processor will generate the active low read control signal to enable the memory device of M1 machine cycle 1, that is opcode fetch machine cycle, and this signal will remain low up to T3 state. At T3 T state, this signal will change its state from logic 0 to logic 1 to disable the memory device. So, the read control signal is used to read the opcode or fetch the operation code from the memory location having address 2000H. The next machine cycle is the memory read machine cycle, also called machine cycle 2. So, this machine cycle will generate the read control signal to again enable the memory device, and it will read the data from the memory location 2000H. So, this is the timing diagram for MVI A30H instruction. Next timing diagram is the timing diagram for instruction STA 16-bit address. The syntax of this instruction is STA 16-bit address. So, in this particular case, this 16-bit address which is specified with this instruction is, I am discussing this STA, this address is 526AH. H means it is a hexadecimal number. So, this the timing diagram of the instruction, that is STA 526AH. 526H is nothing but the 16-bit address. This is the 16-bit address which is the memory address, and when microprocessor will execute this instruction, it will store the content of accumulator into the memory location whose address is specified with the instruction, that is address is 526AH. At memory location having address having address 41FFH, at memory location 41FFH, the operation code of this instruction STA is present. The operation code of this instruction is nothing but 32H. 32H is the operation code of this instruction STA. So, at location 41FFH, the processor will store the operation code, and at memory location 4200H, the at memory location 4200H and 421H, 4201H, the 16-bit address which is present, that is first is, that is 6A and 52. So, this is the 16-bit address which is specified with the instruction. So, at memory location 41FFH, we have the operation code of the instruction. At memory location 4200H, we have the low order 8-bit address of 16-bit address which is specified with the instruction, and at location 4201H, we have the high order address of the 16-bit address specified with the instruction, which is 52. So, at whenever microprocessor execute this instruction STA, it will store the content of accumulator into the memory location having address 6A52H. So, for this particular operation, to storing the content of accumulator into the memory location, the processor required to execute total 4 machine cycle. The first machine cycle is the opcode fetch machine cycle, second machine cycle is memory read machine cycle, another third machine cycle is memory read machine cycle, and the fourth machine cycle is the memory write machine cycle. So, to execute instruction STA 16-bit address, processor will required to execute opcode fetch, memory read and memory write machine cycle. So, during the T1 T state, the processor will generate ALE signal. So, this ALE signal will enable the latch. So, with the help of that, the low order address is latch on the low order address line A0 to A7. With the help of 16-bit address line A0 to A15, processor will places the program counter, that is 16-bit address, which is nothing but 41FFH, where the operation code is there. So, it will pick the operation code from this particular memory location during the opcode fetch machine cycle. For opcode fetch machine cycle, the status on this status signal is 011. Second machine cycle is memory read machine cycle. So, it will pick the low order address of the specified address, and the status on this status signal is 001, and the third machine cycle is again memory read machine cycle required by microprocessor to read the higher address of the specified address from the memory location 4201H, and in the memory write, the fourth machine cycle is used to write the content of accumulator into the memory location having address 6A526AH. So, at memory location 526AH, the content which is C7 is stored by the microprocessor after the execution of this instruction. So, whenever microprocessor execute this instruction, it will store the content of the accumulator which is C7H into the memory location, that is 526AH. So, this is the meaning of timing diagram of STA instruction. Next instruction is INR M. So, whenever microprocessor execute this instruction, it will increment the content of memory location by 1. So, this instruction is used to increment the content of memory location by 1. Here this M will indicate that it is a memory, it is used for memory. So, if you want to perform any operation with the memory, it is essential that to identify its 16-bit address. So, first we identify the 16-bit address with the help of 16-bit address line, that is A0 to A15 address line of microprocessor. So, in timing diagram, this address line A0 to A15 will carry the 16-bit address of memory where the content or data or operand is present. So, whenever microprocessor will execute this instruction INR M, it will increment the content of memory location by 1. So, to execute this instruction INR M, the processor required to execute 3 machine cycle. The first machine cycle is opcode fetch machine cycle, second machine cycle is memory read machine cycle, and again the third machine cycle, which is nothing but the memory write machine cycle. So, we required 3 machine cycle, or processor required 3 machine cycle to execute instruction INR M, increment M. The first is opcode fetch, second is memory read, and third is memory write machine cycle. Opcode fetch machine cycle required 4 T state to execute the operation opcode fetch operation. So, processor will require 4 T state, that is T1, T2, T3, T4 state. For memory read machine cycle, we required, or processor required 3 T state. For memory write machine cycle, processor again required 3 T state. So, during T1 T state of each machine cycle, processor will generate active high ALE signal, that is address latch enable signal. It will enable the latch, that is IC 74LS373 latch IC. Once the latch is enabled, the low order address, that is A0 to A7 is carry the low order address, or the latch will hold the low order address on A0 to A7 address line, and with the help of the A0 to A15 address line, the processor will carry the 16-bit memory address. So, here during the opcode fetch machine cycle, the address of this memory, that is 3005 H, this is the address. So, this 30 is the high order address carried by A8 to A15 address line, 05 is the low order address of the memory carried by A0 to A7 address line. So, at this address 3005 H, the operation code of this instruction INR M, that is nothing but 34 H. So, this is the operation code or opcode of instruction INR M. So, operation code of this instruction is 3H is present, and at memory location, that is 3250, the content of memory location is 12H. So, 3250H, the content of this memory location is 12H. So, whenever microprocessor will execute this instruction, it will increment the content of this memory location having address 3250 by 1. So, after the execution of this instruction, the content is incremented and it becomes 13H, and it will store in the same memory location. So, this is the requirement and this is the purpose of this instruction INR M. So, during the T1 T state, processor will generate ALE signal. With the help of ALE signal, the multiplex address and data lines are demultiplexed. The processor will carry the 16-bit address with the help of A0 to A15 address line. Read control signal generated by the microprocessor in between T2 to T3 state to enable the memory device. Once the device is enabled, then the processor will perform the required operation, whether it is opcode fetch operation, memory read operation, or memory write operation. Since the last machine cycle is the memory write machine cycle, so for this machine cycle, microprocessor will generate the active low write control signal in between T2 to T3 T state. So, this write control signal will again enable the memory device to perform write operation, and with the help of the write control signal, the processor will perform or write the or increment the content of memory location by 1. The status signals which are used for opcode fetch, memory read and memory write operation. For opcode fetch, that is input output on memory is equals to 0, S0 and S1 both are 1. For both S0 and S1 are 1, it is opcode fetch operation. When input output on memory is 0 and when the S0 is 0, S1 is 1, so it is memory read operation, and when the input output of memory is equals to 0 and S1 is equals to 0 and S0 is equal to 1, it is a memory write operation. So, this is the status signal which is used to represent opcode fetch, memory read and memory write operation, and this is the timing diagram of instruction increment M. So, whenever microprocessor execute this instruction, it will increment the content of memory location having address 3250. So, before execution of this instruction, the content is 1 to H. So, after the execution of this instruction, the content becomes 13H, the processor will increment the content of memory location by 1. So, this is the meaning of this instruction. So, this is the timing diagram and the representation of signal of the timing diagram. So, we have seen the timing diagram of opcode fetch, memory read, memory write, input output read, input output write machine cycle, the timing diagram of the instruction, that is MVI A, 30H, STA instruction and the increment M instruction. Thank you.